Welcome to the Big Movement Podcast. If you're ready to create results and make huge strides in your business, finances, personal development, and health, then you're in the right place. Pushing past excuses and powering through procrastination can be a challenge alone. Here, you'll get the support, tools, and knowledge you need to get to the level you desire in your business and life. Let's get started with your host, Byron Ingram.
And welcome to another episode of the podcast. So today, we are going to talk about being grateful. It's something that sometimes it's easy to overlook in the world that we live in, especially because, it's the modern world. And think of how complacent we can get with just the things that are around us. We take, just the simplest things for granted, like let's say just going over to the sink and getting a glass of water, or, making sure that it fits raining outside. We have a roof over our head. But here's something to think about. It's very easy for things to turn out differently that leads to an entirely different set of circumstances for most people that they would never imagine happening to them. So this past evening that I'm recording it, which is on a Thursday night, I had the honor of volunteering to help feed the homeless, and it was a homeless event. So, it was interesting, something different. But one of the things that I noticed, there was a wide variety of people that are there who are seeking help. And you get past sometimes, let's say, the stigma that might be there, like, oh, it's people that, are drinking all the time or drug users or whatever. Like, no, the vast majority were normal people, everyday people that you would see anywhere else in life. It was just that something happened to them that changed their outcome, that put them to where they're living on the streets. So just think about that for a moment. That person that could have been your neighbor out there, now suddenly, he or she's finding some place to sleep outside every single night. So here were individuals that were grateful because they had a hot meal provided for them. And even some of them, they received clothing and blankets to help them stay warm at night. In the modern world, we don't think too much about these things like having a roof over our heads, but these are individuals who didn't have that simple luxury that all of us have, to go home to at the end of every single day. So it makes you start thinking, well, what is it that we can do? How can we be more grateful for the things that we have so we can make a bigger difference in the world? Because, we have to remember, each and every one of us are living these amazing lives. And there's people out there who are struggling in one way or another. And, it's not about what we can do to change the world, but it's more about what we can do to influence the world around us. You see, if each and every person did just one simple thing to make the world a better place, imagine the world that we could be living in, because it's a ripple effect. If you do one thing, then someone else can do another, and it grows. It builds up momentum. If you think of cartoons as the kid, where you see the one character who's take that little tiny snowball at the top of the mountain, starts rolling it, and it becomes this big, massive avalanche size of a snowball at the bottom of the mountain. That's what you're really doing. You're creating that movement, because it's something that makes a huge difference when we can take a stand and make something big happen. Because you see, in our day-to-day lives, it's so easy for us to begin the world with just the simple task and not notice the world around us. It happens to us all. Think about how many times that you start your day off, you quickly run into, whatever coffee place, you grab your coffee, you're driving into work, you're doing the things, you're eating, and next you're home with your family and so on. But you just do this day in and day out. You don't notice what's happening around you. Sometimes making all the difference in the world starts with, let's say, complimenting the barista at your local coffee shop, or having a conversation with the server at the place you go and eat lunch at. The possibilities are endless. It's just simply taking a time to do something nice, something that can impact someone else's life in a positive way that you interact with. It could be a kind word. It could be making a donation to a charity. It could be all sorts of things, but just doing one simple, kind thing. Because you see, you never know what type of impact that might have in their life. Your action could be one of the few shining moments of their day. Think about, let's say you're out having lunch at a restaurant and you compliment the server for a great job that they're doing and you lift them up. You might not realize that, you were probably one of their only tables that day, or, they just had some people who were really mean to them and you helped cheer them up, and now they're able to continue about their day and make a little bit more money. You never know the impact that your positive action can have. So it's simply a matter of taking a moment to pause and think, how can you impact someone's life in a positive way today? So I challenge you, go out there into the world today and make a positive difference, because you never know whose life you're going to impact with your words and your actions.
Thanks for listening to the Big Movement Podcast today. And be sure to subscribe so you don't miss an episode. Now that you've surely been inspired to take your entrepreneurial career and business to the next level, you can stop by the website and get more. And if you're ready to boost your business brand, be sure to grab your free report, 7 Easy Steps to Build Your Brand Today.